Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here again. And this is the evening Thanksgiving 2023. I think I brought an excellent message to you earlier today. And I say that because I received it as a wonderful message from where? Yes, the invisible home. But I want to dedicate this message to my hometown, Itta Bena, Mississippi. Right there in that little, I remember the place when it was just had sticks, mud roads, and a house here and maybe there, just mud. And it kind of grew up to be a little nice little town for a small little place. But it was as racist as that could be. I remember working a whole week for $10 at the end of the week. We were glad we got a chance to pick cotton because you make a little bit more. I was so excited when men like Dr. King and Malcolm X came on the scene. They talked about God in a different way than we had heard God talked about. We heard God talked about in a way that kept everything the way it was. But these men came along and said, God has something different to say to us. And it made a difference, but it didn't free us. It didn't free us because we didn't get the message. We heard what was said, we were watching what was said, but we really didn't get the message. And I would like to take the opportunity to close out this Easter by saying to my friends and my family and my classmates and my association with Mississippi Valley State, because hey, that's where I went to school, and not in Mississippi, but L.S. Rogers, and Greenwood, and Money, Slaughter, Mount Bayou, all of these places, Yazoo City, Vicksburg, Alcorn. Look, ladies and gentlemen, all of us down there, we know, we've been through it. Our parents went through it. And what we know right now is that evil has been running the show all along. We know that evil is running the show because right now we see it. We see it in what's happening in our politics. We see it in what is happening in government. We see it in our brothers and sisters talking dirty talk, lying and bad mouthing and trying to cause violence. Let me tell you something. All of it is evil. But the message that Jesus brought to us that we have not been told, it was lived by those who have known it, the martyrs. They've known it, but we haven't. You know, we've always been afraid because we've been lied to. We have always thought that death was a frightening thing. We look at death as going into the ground. And that can scare you, especially when you spent your whole life doing things that make you think that you're going to a place where they're going to burn you up, maybe. Or you're not sure, so you just want to stay here forever. Ooh, good God, under the conditions that old people who have had to go through some changes have to go through, and you still would choose it. And that fear is because you don't know the truth. And most of the time you don't know the truth, ladies and gentlemen. It's not because people are afraid to tell you. It's because they don't know. Most of these preachers, the ones who are genuine, they are telling you their heart, and they are just as satisfied that they're approved by God. No doubt about it. Then there are some like they're just pimping the folks. They ain't pimping God. They're using God to get the money out of the folks because they're just that group of people. And I won't try to make one look worse than the other, because they are all the same. We are all in the same boat. I want you to understand. Any of you walking around thinking that you are above the fray, thinking that you're above all this degradation, you're not. Yes, there are those, you might not put your hand in doing it, but there are those who are putting their hands in it. There are those that are making it happen. And there are those who are saying it's disgusting. There are those who are saying we should do something about that. Those who say let's do something. And it still remains. And it remains because nothing has been done. And the reason nothing has been done is because no one apparently knows how. You cannot fix this thing dealing with what you got in the box. Everything in the box ties right in with what's going on. It's like affirmative action. Affirmative action. We've been hurting black people, so we're gonna show black people how much we love them. We're gonna change some rules and let them get some benefits on the affirmative action. Black people say, yeah, well, they're doing a little bit of something for us. But in order to keep a balance going on, what do? In order to satisfy what they wanted to do for the few black people with that affirmative action, they got to rip something out of the white folks. Man, white folks say, what the hell going on? Now I'm suffering. Why am I suffering? It's because of the black man. It's not because of the black man, it's because of the system. The system did that. But you didn't know that. Because that's the only system you know. And they have told you that this is the best system on earth. And a lot of times make sure you don't get the necessary information, so you have to accept that. You know, that's why they burn books. That's why they remove stuff. That's why they say you can't do this. That's why they'll take you over there and try to teach you exactly what they want you to know. The songs they want you to sing. Hey, boy, that's some hell, isn't it? Isn't it? All the freedom's gone. But the whole message of Jesus Christ, my friends, this, as I brought that message, 2023, Resurrection Day. Jesus came back before the people to say, hey. They said, whoa, wait. Yeah, I'm back. Who are you? I'm the same one. I just want to let you know that I was telling you the truth. That is the truth. I am the way. The way is, this isn't it. This is a lie. You have been designed and prepared that you can live as though you are in heaven. And the reason that you do not live that way as though you're in heaven is because people and I'm not going to go back in the olden days trying to bring those people up because you don't know nothing about those people. But the reason that you are not experiencing the kinds of things that have been designed for you, first of all, you don't know it better. And somebody's doing it to you. But who is doing it to you? People like, in America, Donald Trump. People just like him and those that's following him and all those that's being quiet and all those that's gonna go on with it. That's why. It's the same kind of people like in Russia, Putin. Look how he's gone much deeper. But it ain't so deep. A few years ago, we were doing the same thing in another place. All the same thing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, don't get it mixed up. No need. I'm not trying to make you mad with the government. Forget madness ain't gonna do nothing. Not a thing. But make you do some worse stuff. All right. The guy over in China. Same thing. The guy in North Korea. Same thing. They want every place like this, man. Now, these guys are doing it. But don't think that they just got this thing going on themselves. This is a community. All of this stuff is structured now. Evil ain't no. So, but the message that Jesus brought to you is this. In hell like this, you always got the power. You can leave anytime you get ready. First of all, you can make the decision that you don't want to stay here. Me personally, I would say, let your light shine so men can see your good works and glorify God, and they will get you out of here. Boy, to me, if you can't be living in heaven, then the best way to go is for them to get. That's just for me, because when I say you go that way, then you are really showing. You are showing what it really means, how beautiful it is to have a faith in God, to not be able to worry about what they can do to you, how you can walk into a fiery furnace, how you can walk into the lion's den, all that stuff, how you can deal with the giants. Because you know it's all in God's hand, and you're putting it in God's hand. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus says, if you want to be free, stand up for what is right. If you want to be free, stand up for what is right. One thing about it, if the earth doesn't change, and you create within yourself the kind of seed that when they do something to try to put you under, they ain't doing nothing but bringing you up. Now, please, if you get the opportunity, watch my earlier video Easter 2023, Resurrection Day. It's time. Now, Itta Bena, you got to get busy. Nobody's going, those guys in Jackson, those guys they're so filled with evil. I mean, I'm not trying to put them down now because they are perpetrating this evil against the people of Itta Bena and everybody else. They are violating the rules of love and life. But the people who are receiving this, they are violating the rules of same rules. You're receiving this. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. You don't take that stuff. What I mean by you don't take that stuff, you stand up for what's right. Resist that and stand up for what's right. And whatever comes with it is what's supposed to come with it. That's how you glorify God. You're going to get your reward. Don't worry about it. Let me go. I'll talk to you later. Itta Bena, I want you guys to really get busy. You got to go up to the city hall. City hall, these guys got some great responsibilities. Every city government got great responsibilities. But they are limited by what they can do with you sitting at home complaining. You, the people of the community, and the representatives have to become one voice. And you must speak loud. And the way you can speak loud is speak truer than any other body speaking truth. If somebody's speaking some good stuff, you speak better stuff. Don't let anybody be able to speak about love and act about love higher and better than you. You be the one. Now don't. Goodbye.